Let's have a look. Clarence House. Tell me a bit about this meeting today. Now, the king and queen went to Sandringham afterwards. Can you see that okay? It's not, they're not the best for showing up on these cards. They're a bit holographic. Very unhappy families. The 10 of Cups is in reverse. Now, the 10 of Cups, when it is in the upright, it is a happy family. It is people coming together and having a good time. When it is in reverse, things are not as they seem. There seems to have been an emotionally charged rendezvous. Let's see what's crossing over. Who have we got here? We've got the 2 of Wands crossing over. These aren't coming out very well on the camera, but I will keep going because I've started now. 2 of Wands in reverse. The door has shut. Something is over. And the Ace of Swords in reverse. Somebody's been told no. And the Empress is in reverse as well. There has been some sterner words, I feel, today. I don't think today was all about my darling boy. Oh, come and see me. I feel like there has been, I wouldn't necessarily say healing. I would say appearances can be deceptive. There's definitely a door closing. There's definitely a door closing here. This is not the start of some new wonderful thing. We've got the clear sign of no. The Empress in reverse, there's only so much weaponization of, but my mom died when I was 12, that anyone can stomach. That's the 6 of Swords. It is in reverse. I don't think the king wanted him to come. He'd rather he hadn't have made the journey. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse as well. Thank you, Amelia. Thanks for gifting a membership. Thank you. The 7 of Swords. These aren't the best ones to read tarot on the internet, are they? They're too shiny. But I'll tell you what the cards are. Page of Wands, the 7 of Swords. The 6 of Pentacles. And who's that? The Sun in reverse. This wasn't a happy meeting, guys. I don't think the king wanted him there. I really don't. They didn't want a journey. They didn't want him to come. This is more disruption. There has been a no that has been said today. There has been a line drawn in the sand. I feel like there was definite energy there with the Empress in reverse that Harry has been mulling on about his mother. Unfortunately, Princess Diana did pass. But also, you've got to remember this is the king as well, and he's just been bereaved of his mother. And I think the king will also be acutely aware of all of the stress and the heartache over the last few years. This has a tremendous effect on your health. Stress does. So I think there's this kind of, I don't think that would have always passed the king by. I think he would have been aware of that anyway. But I think at the minute, he's very much feeling some type of way about it all. Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. Harry asked for money. The Seven of Swords surrounding. They checked him, they double checked him, they double checked him for wires. I wouldn't be surprised if Harry has had to sign something to keep his trap shut. The Page of Wands, what's surrounding it? The Page of Wands, it's a very Harkles kind of energy, especially when it's in reverse. It's this opportunistic kind of like, I'm going to grift my way into something. I want to make it all about me. Be very wary of people who swoop in to rescue and fight for people, because often opportunistic. We have the Six of Pentacles here. This trip, for Harry, has been about status and money. Status and money. He has asked his father, the king, who is an unwell man recently diagnosed, he has asked for help. Financial help. Potentially to get him out of some trouble he's got in. Now, this could be to do with African parks. The Sun in reverse. Things may seem a little bit cordial for a while, but things will start to go back to their Harkles MO later this year. Let's see how King Charles felt about Harry's visit. I don't think he wanted him to come. No cards of compassion, you're right. No cards of compassion, no compassion at all for anyone else. Let's see how King Charles, what happened at the Clarence House meeting with King Charles. King Charles told him no. What did King Charles say to his second-born son? King of Wands, straight away. I think Harry was very much handled. The King of Wands suggests to me that King Charles has had a few stiff and firm words for him. What's crossing over? He's hurt by the actions of Harry, I feel like with these cards, it's suggesting to me that he didn't want him to be around. Like, it's like, oh, what fresh hell is this? Why now? He's already got a full plate. He's starting chemo, or he's starting treatment, I should say. We don't know if it's necessarily that. He's changing his lifestyle. He's been told to rest. And the biggest cause of stress for the royal family for the last few years, helicopters in, well, not physically helicopters, but flies on in from LAX. Thank goodness Meghan isn't coming. The 8 of Swords. He felt like his hands were tied. What can I do? What can I do? And the Chariot. The thing with King Charles is things are moving quite quickly with this. I feel like he feels very much steamrolled, attacked into this position he's found himself in with his son at that meeting. Thank you so much, Leslie. Thank you, love. The Knight of Coins is in reverse. Now, if you've been with me a while, or if you've been with me a week, or if it's the first time you've been even watching my little channel, you'll know that every card has either a planet or a star sign attached to it. The Knight of Coins is a younger, well, it'll be younger than King Charles, Earth sign, which is Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, and Harry is a Virgo, and he didn't want him to come. I'm sure we'll see some puff pieces that, oh, King Charles asked Harry to be there and all that stuff. He didn't want him to come. The Queen of Cups in reverse. I don't think Camilla wants Harry anywhere near King Charles at all. Camilla takes a lot of heat out there. A lot of heat. I think she's fine. I think she's a nice lady. I think they were just two people who loved each other very much, and it's a tragedy how everything played out. And she was as much as caught in the crosshairs as Diana. The difference with Diana is Camilla is not, she's not unattractive, but Diana is conventionally kind of more attractive than her. And that's why everyone's like, ooh, about Camilla, to be honest. And it's basic and it needs to stop. People are complicated creatures. What's on his mind? 6 of Swords. When is he going home? He doesn't want him around him. He doesn't want Harry about him. And the Star. Oh, look. Now, this is a little bit worrisome because we have all this hope today because there's a lot in the press saying, oh, it's going to be good. Everything is fine. And I really hope this is true. The Star surrounding the King. I hope it's just not noise. But the Star is hopeful. He's hopeful towards the future. But he wishes his son would continue to live his life. Would a phone call have not done? A text message? A WhatsApp message? Not that the King uses that. We are going to get a betrayal from Harry later this year around this very thing. Now, with the Royal Family Tarot, things can come up quite quickly. So sometimes I can say within the next few weeks and it'll happen tomorrow. So things happen very quickly in the royal world. So these are the future dominant cards. We have Queen C here, and I think there's a lot of distrust around Harry. We also have two major cards here. We have the King of Cups in reverse. Now, when the king is thinking about his sons, he might think of them more of knights as younger energy to him. But we have the King of Cups in reverse. This could be more of a role for William. I think the king is worried about everything that is going on and the effect Harry's presence in the UK will have on William. And then we have the Hermit in reverse of things that are actually going to happen. Now, the Hermit relates to a Virgo, and Harry is a Virgo. There will be a further betrayal of trust and transparency later this year. It's coming. And Harry will betray the king again. Let's have a look at Harry at Clarence House. And then we'll have a look into Megsy. And then I'll clear the table and we'll have a look into Megsy. Eh? What happens at Clarence House with Harry? He's saying he's learnt. He's trying to say he has learnt. This is the card he's like, oh, I have sacrificed my energy and I have come over to see you and I have learned a mea culpa. But why is he really there? What's crossing over him? Bang. There is your answer. Money. Ka-ching. God save the ka-ching. Let's see what's above the situation. So what's known about the situation? The Nine of Cups. And the Ten of Swords in reverse. Now, I mentioned in an earlier reading today, this is Harry going, oh, look at me. I've taken the swords out of my back. I've forgiven you. I've come in to rescue you. Look how virtuous I am. And the Nine of Cups above the situation. I think everybody from Richard Eden to Piers Morgan can read the room and see that the Harkles are opportunists. And the Nine of Cups, they're straight in there like, oh, a tragedy. Let's go there. Look what they did with Uvalde. Look what they did with the what was the other thing? Those poor kids who lost their lives online. They're always kind of jumping on our cause, but when a big thing happens to them, like that African parks thing, silence, crickets. You can't hear not a peep, not a word. If they can't virtue signal about it, they don't want to know. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. He really feels sorry for himself and he thinks this is a game to try and make himself look a bit better. King of Cups in reverse. There's William. There's William. The Five of Pentacles, this is the way he's seen to try and bring himself back into relevancy. Now, The royal family have been doing something. They've been doing something called grey rocking, which is how you starve narcissists of fuel, basically, and it's by no response. And of course, this is fuel for Harry. And whether you like me saying it or not, I believe he's a narcissist. You can disagree with me if you want, but I believe he is a narcissist. Two of Swords. He thinks the conversation went well today. He thinks that the king is going to get back to him about something. He's weighing things up. He thinks he's in with a chance of getting some cash. But the Chariot in reverse surrounding the meeting, the king, like I said, the king did not want him to come. There will probably have been a lot of, but you really shouldn't have. You know, we're British. We don't like to say things straight up. Bearing in mind that they knew a 96-year-old Queen Elizabeth had bone cancer and they knocked back her invite to Balmoral because they thought they had clout then. They thought they could do what they want. Oh, how times has changed. The Four of Cups. He's not receptive to hearing anybody else. He's still not receptive. He's still not receptive. He's so dense, light bends around him. He's still not receptive to anything the king has to say. I am going to pull a clarifier for, and there we have it again, the Empress in reverse. The main reason that Harry is jealous of William is because William actually knew Diana. And Diana called William her soulmate. And also William inherited his mother's looks. The Empress in reverse there. There is still disharmony from the way they behaved in karma, from the way they behaved towards Queen Elizabeth in her final years, that is overhanging the Harkles. And no matter what vision boards they do or spells they get weaved or how many of Archie's chickens go missing, no matter what they do, they can't escape that energy because what they did was cruelty. The King of Cups in reverse. Let me pull a clarifier for William. The Ace of Wands. They're trying to do stuff with William. Have you noticed how everyone bit at that Spanish article and now apparently William's hot-headed and William's this and William's that? Everybody knows the Windsors have a little bit of a spicy temper thanks to Prince Philip's gene pool coming on in. But at the end of the day, they're trying to paint William as something as he's not. They're trying to paint William as having a hostile marriage out there on these YouTube streets. And people are kind of like falling for it. And I can't believe that there's some people out there that really are falling for it. But hey ho hum, moving on. So there's going to be like new creative ways to get at William. Let me use this troll. Clear the energy off. Now that's a big bit of selenite on the troll's head, if you're wondering what that is. Let's have a look.